Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Desiree. Thank you so much for joining me today as we are going to be talking about marriage. Um, for those who don't know me, I've been married for the past 11 years this year by God's grace. And just to be honest, me, when all the videos I'm going to be making about marriage, it's just going to be real videos. I'm going to try and get my husband to join me on some of the topics. But today I wanted to just start it off on a light note. I remember when I got married, that first year, that first 2 or 3 years was a bit rough, eh? It's rough, especially if you haven't stayed with the person. You got married and then you moved in with each other, and now you're starting to get to know one another. So today, as I'm just gonna dive right straight into it, as the title of the video is "What to Say Goodbye to When You Get Married." I think our parents just didn't show us the full scope of what marriage is all about. So I've made a little list of experiences that I had. It's not me bashing my husband or bashing anybody. It's just experiences I had and experiences that I've seen other couples have, experiences that we've counseled other couples with. So please don't don't get me wrong. I am not throwing my husband under the bus. It's all collective information that I just put in this video. Doesn't mean he's doing all this stuff. Just so that we're clear. All right. So, okay, my list consists of a few things that I can say drives couples insane about each other, right? Things that you really just have to say, the time for that is over. So, in no particular order, it's not like I'm mentioning it first, it's the most important, or I'm mentioning it last, it's the least important. No, I'm just listing the list that I've made. First thing I want to mention that you can say goodbye to when you get married or when you are in your marriage is privacy. You can say goodbye to privacy. Say goodbye to it. There's no such thing as privacy anymore. Your phone is no longer your own. There's no such thing. I mean, you are intimate with this person, so there's no getting dressed behind closed doors and he has to wait in the lounge while you get dressed. There's no such thing. There's no privacy anymore. There's no private calls anymore. There's no private space anymore. It's no longer your bed. It's your bed. It's our bed. Now it's not. There's no such thing as I want my space. What space? What space? You went and made a commitment to this person for life, and now you're telling me you want space. What space do you want? You committed yourself to that person. So when you turn to the left, there he is. When you turn to the right, there she is. When you wake up in the morning, there she is. When you close your eyes at night, he will be the last thing you see. So privacy, forget it. Say goodbye to privacy. All right, second thing, your stuff. Say goodbye to it. Not even your toothbrush belongs to you anymore, because you will not believe how many couples fight about simple thing like toothbrush. Toothbrush? Yeah? You used your toothbrush by mistake. Or he just uses your toothbrush. Or she uses your wash rag. Or she uses your razors. Or whatever, Trust me. Your stuff, no longer your stuff. Your clothes, sometimes you'll find her wearing your shirt, and sometimes you'll find him wearing your socks, your home socks. So say goodbye to your stuff. There's no such in marriage. The next thing is the thing that makes most couples fight a lot, and that is money. So money causes a lot of friction in marriage. First of all, if you're not going to be transparent about your money, be sure you all are going to be fighting about money for the rest of your life. There's no such thing as your money anymore, or her money, his money. It is your money. It's combined now. So that's where transparency comes into effect. You know, in the olden days, our parents used to have one account and they would share it. At this present moment, me and my husband, our income goes into one account, right? So both of us know the PIN, both of us know passwords, both of us knows what's going on in the account. So if we notice there's 100 Rand missing, the other one will have an answer as to what happened to that 100 Rand. It's just as simple as that. Because one thing I've noticed that when we got married, we fought a lot. That first year, we fought a lot about over money, because the one wants to know what's going on in the other one's account. Not because you want to control the person, but it's just helpful when you are transparent when it comes to your finances. So play an open book. I mean, be an open book when it comes to your finances. Your partner should know what's going on in your finances. They should know your debts. How much are you in debt? Who do you owe? What do you do with your money? You know, combine your money. Transparency is important. So there's no such thing as my money when you get married anymore. You can forget it. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting about money for the rest of your life. So be transparent when it comes to money. Then there is when, say for instance, you all got together. I had my own stuff like possessions. I had my own car. Maybe I had my own furniture and things like that. Right? There's no such thing anymore. It's your car, yours car. It is your possessions now. It is your furniture. Even if you decide to combine your furniture, she brings her furniture, he brings his furniture, you'll move into a house or a flat together. It's no longer her furniture, her TV, your TV, my bed, your sofa. It is now your furniture. It changes that way. So possessions, no such thing as my possessions anymore. It's gone. It's gone. The moment you said I do, it's gone. Another one, your way. And this is also one of the things that my couples fight a lot. There's no such thing as your way anymore. Now you have to find out and find each other in the middle. You have to find out what he likes, like I have to find out what he likes. He has to find out what I like, and you have to meet each other in the middle. So your way of doing things, and it's also just because of the background. We were raised that when we finish eating at night, like eating your supper, you take your plate to the sink, and what we normally would do is just run water in the sink, and you put your plate in the soapy water. You soak your plate, and then you can go and maybe watch a program that you like, and then when it's done, you come and you finish the dishes. That's how we were raised. Go soak the dishes. That was my mom's thing. Go soak the dishes and then go wash them after you've watched maybe that comedy or whatever that you're all watching together, right? Now, my husband, when I said to him, just take the dishes in and soak them, he asked me, soak them, what is that? So I'm like, no, you fill the sink up with water and with hot water and soap, and just put the dishes in there and come finish watching what you were watching. He's like, you'll soak dishes like as in the way you would soak your clothes in the bath when you're washing them. It's like, yeah. He says, I've never heard of that. Because in his house, when you finish eating, you immediately get up and you go and wash the dishes. You wash them, you pack them away. That's how it's been done. But with me, it wasn't. We had to find a middle ground. Sometimes I wash the dishes immediately. He still, when it's his turn, he washes the dishes immediately. Me, I still soak them, but it works when it's my turn to wash the dishes. Then it works that way. So your way, you just find out what your partner's background is. You know, how they were raised. You'll find that your partner can get up in the morning and just go sit in front of the TV. Whereas you were trained that when you get up in the morning, make your bed up first. Make up your bed first before you leave the room, and then go take a shower or go brush your teeth or whatever. But that's how you were raised. So find out those things first before you fight about my way and his way and your way, and and then find a common ground where it's our way, something that works for you. Also, the next thing is cleaning. You'll find that he's not such a clean person, or I'll find that I'm not such a tidy person, and now you'll fight over the house that's dirty. Happens. It's a thing people fight over. Cleanliness in the house. So if you're a clean freak, forget about it. You need to let it go a little bit, because it's gonna drive you insane. Okay, the next one that I've listed is permissions. Now you can't just come and go as you please. You have to report. If you were somebody who never used to be accountable to no one or for no one, you can forget that. You have to say goodbye to that, because now you have to report to your wife or to your husband. I'm gonna be late from work. I have to do this, or I have to stop by wherever. Those type of things that you have to say goodbye to, because now you have to report. It is important for your partner to know where you are at all times. Not that they want to keep tabs on you, but they just want to know whether you're okay wherever you are. All right? So permissions, you have to. And the permissions, that thing of saying, I don't need you to, I don't need permission from you, forget it. Doesn't exist in marriage. You do need permission from your partner, from your husband or from your wife. Another thing is also just your favorite things. You'll find that you guys are different. It's two worlds coming together. So it's not always, your partner's not always gonna like what you like, and you're not gonna like what your partner likes. So you have to find a common ground, as in how you're gonna enjoy those things. But there's certain things that you just have to say goodbye to. What if your partner has an allergy to, like, say for instance, me, I'm allergic to bananas. I break out in a really bad rash in my mouth if I eat bananas. Whereas my husband likes bananas, but we don't buy it anymore because I'm allergic to it. Anything that bananas comes close to, or have contact with, if I eat it, I break out, so you have to say goodbye to it. So there's certain foods, there's certain hobbies, there's certain things that you just have to, I can't do this anymore, or you can't do it around your partner anymore. Maybe he can eat bananas, but he can't kiss me if he's had a banana for the day. He can't. So if you can do it without your partner, maybe you still enjoy doing it with your friends, you don't have to say goodbye to it. But there's certain things that you have to notice about your wife or your husband that you have to just say goodbye to. So hobbies, food, and those activities, some of them, there's some things you just have to say goodbye to. The last thing I would want to get into is your body is no longer your body. Hey, you got to give it up. When your partner's in the mood, hey, you got to give it up. There's just nothing you can do about it. So your body's not your body anymore. You have to share it now with this one person. um, for the rest of your life. So marriage is about commitment, marriage is about sacrifice, and marriage is work. You have to put in the work every single day. It's some of these subjects that I've mentioned. I will probably go into detail about it with other videos that I want to make about, that we want to do about marriage, and then we'll go into detail about it. But this video actually was just aimed at me trying to just open your eyes and showing you that these things at that present moment might seem like it's a huge thing, right? But the aim of this video is actually just for me to show you that they're actually not that bad, okay? You trying to figure out who the person is that you got married to is more important, okay? And the small things, you shouldn't waste your energy on the small things. But don't work yourself up because you left the toilet seat down, or you didn't put it up, or what is it that that people fight about, okay? Don't waste your energy whether he put or she put the cap back on the toothpaste, or she's wearing your socks. Those are small things, because marriage is for life, and one day you are going to be faced with bigger things than, oh, he just, he didn't throw his clothes in the washing bin, he threw it next to the washing bin, or, oh, he didn't take the dirty cup to the sink, he just left it there. Don't work yourself up with those things, because when the big things come, you're not going to have energy to tackle the big things. It's going to find you depleted and without strength to face the big things, because you've been wasting your energy and your time on complaining about the small things. So yeah, say goodbye to all those things that work on your nerves, like your phone is not your phone anymore. Now you'll fight about the bed. Now you'll fight about the car. Now you'll fight about money. Now you fight about you didn't pick this up, or you didn't help with the dishes, or whatever. Don't waste your energy on the small trivial things. Gather your strength so that when the big things come, you'll be able to face it, and you'll be able to face it together. Try and work together. Try and find a middle ground when it comes to the small issues in your marriage, when it comes to the small issues in your day-to-day life together. And then when you have found each other in working together, when it comes to the small things, when the big thing comes and you are faced with this challenge, your unit will be so strong, because there's nothing falling through the cracks. Because if you leave something to fall through the cracks, it's going to start falling apart. Your foundation is going to start falling apart. So work on finding each other and finding your middle ground. Find where your partner comes from, how they were raised, what they were taught, before you get angry and frustrated or annoyed, or waste your energy on fighting about, you didn't put the toilet seat up again. Just put the toilet seat down and sit and do your thing. If they didn't put the cap back on the toothpaste, just put the cap back on the toothpaste and move on with your life. Don't aggravate yourself and annoy yourself on small things. I'm probably gonna just do more videos on making you see the lighter side of the small things, and then we can tackle the big things and see how we get around it. Stay strong, love your partner, and be in agreement. Find each other's middle ground, and your marriage will flourish from day to day as you learn more about your partner. Check you next time. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos. Please comment. You're welcome to give more advice. You're welcome to vent, or just give us a silly little scenario or example. But comment, like, even share if you want. So thank you so very much for joining me today. I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye.